There has been a host of new features released in the latest version of Arcgis Pro. Some of the key ones that I'd like to show today include a newly designed start page, layer and feature blending, model builder enhancements, external GNS device support, and more. Let's dive straight in to see them. One of the most obvious enhancements is the handy new start page. Getting started with Arcgis Pro is now easier than ever. You can quickly access links to the What's New documentation to find out the latest updates. You can also watch the Quick Start tutorial videos introducing many aspects of Arcgis Pro and its basic operations. At learn.arcgis, you can take yourself through some lessons guiding you through the various learning pathways. And for more focused training, you can jump on to Esri Academy. On GeoNet, you can stay connected with the Esri community and participate in discussions. And don't forget about the blog. Here you can get helpful tips and tricks and all sorts of Arcgis Pro workflows. And for those of you coming from ArcMap, you will have some helpful migration resources at your fingertips to migrate your existing ArcMap workflows to Arcgis Pro. As you can see, all the resources are now in one easy place for you to make the most out of Arcgis Pro. Visualization and symbology. Layer blending is now available in Arcgis Pro 2.7. This functionality allows you to blend together characteristics from two different layers to show certain aspects, such as highlighting the terrain of the base map or also showing the vivid colors of the geology on top. And as a bonus, layer blending looks stunning in a 3D scene as well. You will also now be able to blend features together with feature blending. Here's a polygon layer of cellular service areas symbolized by the same color. With feature blending, you can apply a visual effect to features to blend them with overlapping features in the same layer. Now with a glance, you can see the darker colored areas are the areas better serviced by the cellular providers. One of my favorite new features in Arcgis Pro is the new eyedropper tool. By right-clicking on the symbol in the contents pane, you can very quickly use the eyedropper to apply an existing color from your map to the selected layer. This ensures a tidier look and feel and opens many doors to more creative cartography. Model Builder. It's a way to build geoprocessing workflows. You can now multi-select tools and add them to your workspace, saving you from having to search tools individually. Secondly is an enhancement to the Add to Display capability, which adds the model output to a map. It's now added to a dedicated group layer, with the name combining the model and the variable name to make it easier to understand. A completely new feature is the model report. This is a flattened list of the model properties and values. You can think of it as a model in a tabular format. The report is linked to the model, so you can do two-way editing, such as changing names and dragging and dropping different rows. This will be useful for those of you more accustomed to tables. GNSS device support. To connect, go to Options and select your device from the list. Secondly, you can activate your device location for the map. Next, you can use feature templates to create new features. In the Device Location tab, you can also modify the panning and view settings. And another functionality is to enable collection of device metadata, such as speed and height, which you can then transfer as extra fields to the feature class. Arcgis Pro 2.7 welcomes a new type of geodatabase, the mobile geodatabase. It's based on an SQL-like format, so it can be queried and reported against by third-party scripts and applications. This makes it a portable option for a geodatabase, and it is able to not only store geographic datasets, but can also perform data modeling and serve as an input to geoprocessing tools. It's the first step in allowing fully interoperable workflows between Arcgis Pro, Arcgis Runtime, and even third-party apps, which is exciting news for you developers out there. Looking ahead at the Arcgis Pro Roadmap, there are several I'd like to highlight, including in the near term, data engineering. This will be a guided experience to explore your data, add and calculate new variables, and prepare data for use in machine learning workflows. In the midterm, you can use your portal to share projects, collaborate, and work more effectively using projects in Enterprise. Looking ahead in the long term, you can expect new data types such as big integer, timestamps, and these will be required for critical user workflows related to time and observation data. With such a myriad of functionality having been released and still many more to come, I'd like to draw your attention to Arcgis Pro's older cousin, ArcMap. Arcgis Pro provides the same core functionality as ArcMap and many more, with the only exception being third-party dependencies. There are no plans by Esri to release ArcMap 10.9, and Arcgis Enterprise 10.9 will be the last to support publishing of services from ArcMap. With that in mind, now is the time to migrate your projects to Arcgis Pro. Get in touch with us if you need help doing so. We can point you towards training courses, documentation, and Arcgis Enterprise 10.9 will include some migration tools to help aid in that transition. We look forward to helping future-proof your organization with Arcgis Pro. And for those who haven't had a chance to use it yet, hopefully you can get stuck in trying all the new features.